CalazCon is a show about war, obsession, colonialist occupation, and the many forms of violence those inflict. See the description for content warnings specific to this episode.
A letter to Zandre. I asked them to send us on a suicide mission.
So, par for the course?
I want you not to come back from this mission.
To complete my preparations to simply walk away and vanish.
If I'm gonna call on you to come into the field to assist me, I need to know that you can actually keep up with me.
Rex, don't you just want to go apeshit? But programs like Sunspot, like your program, shouldn't exist. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear.
Who's best with glitter glue?
Basil?
I guess Basil.
Certainly not the
Probably, yeah.
It's
question I
just
expected.
she's the one who's the most crafty.
Yeah.
Misty quickly shuts and covers up his scrapbook.
Oh no. I need Basil's assistance in something. Dani has looked up the assassination because, again, thinking that, like, oh shit, did the serpent thing get leaked? Oh no, it was the Chameleon Rangers, sorry. The Chameleon Rangers, did that get leaked? Finds out about her mentor / kind of mother figure dying.
Finds out why Rex was asking if she's okay.
Yeah. I think you may at some point in that day just hear a loud, "What?" coming from Dani's quarters. Not okay, but a lot of conflicting thoughts. So I figured that there's going to be a memorial service for her. She is Lieutenant Colonel. It's going to be slapped together and rushed, but there has to be. Dani's going to go to that.
Uh-huh.
This is part of our long-term project. She is going to go. She lightly suggests if he isn't already going, Rex probably should, since apparently an assassination occurred when his unit was in the vicinity. Bad optics.
Who could say why that happened?
Yeah. She's going to go. And in lieu of flowers, she is going to bring a memorial board that shows all of the fallen of Sunspot. Because, you know...
Is Rex there to carry it because it's large?
It's very big.
Yeah.
Well, no, she does... Well, she asks him if he's fine implementing himself in this political move here. Or if he would rather not do that right now.
If I'm going to put the dress uniform on, I want to make an impact on people, so...
Your dignity is already gone today, so you don't... Okay. What is his dress uniform? Is it like a fancier bathrobe? What is this?
No, it's like an...
Someone put that boy in pants and he hates
yeah, it's
it.
like an actual DFS officer's dress uniform.
It's like when you put, like, clothes on a cat.
Yeah, he looks extremely out of place. It doesn't fit very well because whenever they tailored it was probably, like, years ago before he really started on the Cheeto regimen. He still gets in it, but he's not happy about it.
I think
What role is this? Is this another swing?
Oh, this is going to be a command.
Ooh,
She is-
spicy.
she is making a point in doing this, and it is not to make friends or convince people who are inclined to like her. I think it could pass as respectful if you squint. Whoa,
That's way too
I'm
big.
working on it.
sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah. There wasn't another time to say this, but that's the Sunspot logo. I guess it's a sun, medieval sun on the axis of the DFS spokes, same color as DFS yellow with a DFS green star in the middle. Sunspot. It also looks like a guy going Squidward walking.
Looks like Squidward showing hole.
Oh, no.
It does not look like Squidward. It does not look like that.
But
I was gonna
so-
say in David Bowie cosplay, but you came up with something much worse.
That's so true.
She goes. She is in dress uniform. She is perfectly respectful. I also want to point out just how rancid the vibes are going to be at a funeral for a psychic filled with psychics. It's going to be just the worst experience for every single person there.
Dragging your brain through razor wire for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to point out as a thing, who could say why Zach's not there? That's so weird. I wonder why he's not there.
Conspicuously not in
So
attendance.
weird.
Yeah, she sets up the memorial board. There is a small picture of Zach and Dani in there as well. Because as far as she's concerned, the younger selves are victims of the program. All of the dead. Because she loved us so much that she would have wanted them to be respected at this day as well. Hey, am I invited up to say something?
Oh my god.
Did they want me to do that this time?
More the question is anybody going to stop you?
No, at this time, the glitter glue is going to speak for itself. And it is so tasteful. I have artistic supplies. This is the choicest glitter glue that you've ever seen. And everyone's like, I don't think you can use it tastefully, but damn. And they're right. They are right.
Let's see this roll and see what kind of impact,
an
this
impact.
has.
So this is a command roll, 3. What's the general vibe of this funeral?
I feel like the general vibe of the funeral is I think it's a lot of people who are here more because they're concerned about their career than they are Lieutenant Colonel Martell being dead. Because she was the kind of person who had strings on everybody. And now it's a real vacuum where nobody knows what anybody else knows. So it's kind of an air of everybody suspicious of everybody.
How filled out is Bree's personal life? Does she have a family? Blah blah blah. Is it okay if I pin something onto that?
You, of course, can pin something onto that. I don't have too much. I think she was very committed to her work, to the point where her family was kind of secondary, but
I just want to add that there is a picture on there of a young it's 18, 19-year-old that most people didn't meet, but understands that this is one of the soldiers who got deployed around the whole publicity blast when they went public, and is believed that this person, I think their code name was Jaunt or something like that, and is believed to be that this is one of Martell's grandchildren. This is for later. Don't worry about it.
I think Dani is there and projecting some weird energy which everyone can read in the room, where she is angry and she's also crying, but not acknowledging that she is crying.
With a set.
You love a good omnidirectional anger.
Leaves, but not before she gets some really shitty cheese and ham sandwiches.
Oh.
From the sideboard. Oh my god. Memorial services just do be like that.
Yeah. She has a drink ticket and she is using it.
I was going to say the memorial service that I have been to was slightly better, but that's because people there just brought stuff they cooked. So, it would suck. At least you could have a slice of nice lemony pound cake.
This is fucking DFS MRE catering.
Ooh, boy. Ooh, wow.
I can't believe there was a fist fight over who gets the Fruit Loops MRE.
The church ladies threw together something nice.
It's a tradition at every military funeral. Speaking of military funerals, that's not what will be happening for Misty, hopefully. You got any more downtime plans?
Good segue.
I need a cut loose.
Pick a partner in crime.
Basil, we haven't hung out in a while. Do you want to hang out?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I think Misty needs a skee ball partner.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Poor Basil's not going to be able to move her arm.
So we've found a skee ball place. How's it going? What's the vibes like so far?
Misty is probably very deep in thought and very focused on skee ball.
Basil also skee balling, trying every time to get the high score target, the center target, every time.
Well, that's not how you win, dog.
She's not very good at skee ball. So, not that I mind being brought out for skee ball. Like, I love skee ball, but like, we don't hang out. Are you okay? Are you dying?
Oh my
Only
god!
on the inside.
Listen, I've been here too. I'm also dying on the inside. That's why I'm taking up mindfulness.
Basil, do you have a plan when this is all over?
When you say this, what do you mean by
The
that?
most plan of anybody.
When you refer to this, let's define some terms. When you refer to this, do you mean our?
Our stint here at CalazCon.
Yeah, I got something lined up.
There's nothing suspicious when you can visibly hear the asterisks or footnotes.
You can hear us as she's speaking how she's scribbling in the marginalia.
Yeah, I got something lined up. Yeah.
But I think it's going to take a lot to make it happen. I just want to make sure that be able to get back to your shop.
Oh, well, that shop's gone. As philosophers say, the idea of it isn't dead. So like it can rise again. Killian's cards, but with 2s instead of the Ks. Thank you, August.
Wouldn't that be Twillian's Twars?
Like a phoenix, I'm gonna rise from the ashes, but is there anything for you? Do you have any ashes to rise out of? Like, I don't mean to be mean, but like you've been like a guy like this since you were like out of high school.
I'll just become the next me I need to be.
Okay, hold on. Look, I said the mindfulness thing earlier. That was a joke. That was me deflecting. You can't just positive vibes your way into a new life. Like,
Oh, that's not positive vibes. I wasn't this me before I came here, and I wasn't that
you were
me
a high school
before
student.
that.
Do you have hobbies? Like, do you know what you want to do with your time? Like, do you want to like what? Start a farm? Do you want to like fly ships? Like, what do you want to do?
I think that's for the next me to figure out.
Oh, but okay.
It's going great.
Look, Misty's got a positive plan.
Hey!
As a 6, you remove 6 stress.
Wow, that really helped you out, huh?
The next me is looking more positive already.
That's so true, bestie.
Could I ask you a favor?
Would you like some help with your drive?
I would love some help.
You know what? I will help you with your drive.
I'm drowning.
I will help you with your drive. While you're setting up your little coup, Basil, small business owner, being like, oh, you want to set up small business? Oh, I know exactly how to do that.
I wouldn't really call it a small business.
Well, you know what? I would in fact call it a small business. So that's what I'm going to do. Helping my friend Hex.
No, that was Hex being like, is it? I don't think.
Helping my...
What are you doing exactly?
What am I doing to help Hex? I told you I'm setting up the paperwork. I'm doing the paperwork for you to set up your mercenary group.
Starting an LLC.
Okay.
Yeah, starting an LLC. No, it's just like setting up the organization.
Yeah, yeah.
Basel may or may not have done tax fraud before. Don't worry about it.
Showing Hex how to make a Facebook account.
What action is this?
I ask myself that same question every day.
Paperwork tends to be like a study or a survey.
I would go for study since I have study.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey, Hex, would you like to help me set up your thing so I can have 3
Yes.
eyes? Okay, wonderful. How many ticks is it to do this, by the way?
Oh no, I already have a clock. It's just you just need to fill out the 3.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll roll.
You're contributing 2 ticks.
4.
You rolled a 4.
2 ticks. Yeah.
And we're gonna spin another personnel to just get it out of here. Kyle took my 6s, and I want them back.
Roll 20 comes and goes in tides.
No, you don't understand. Last night, Kyle rolled all 6s.
It's true. He did.
Now that I'm free, now that I have the entirety of the supports staff is on my side, I can now focus on me and not everyone else. I'm going to interface. I'm going to do a little bit more hacking because the equipment part of this ability kind of suggests the idea that I just have stuff lying around. And so what I really need to do is to just set up some little some networks, some supply caches that I can easily get to. And to do that, I have to divert supplies from other places. And, well, the DFS conveniently seems to be really easy to divert supplies from.
Chock full of
I
supplies.
got my best bud's assistance again, because she loves stealing.
Yeah, I love stealing so much.
Okay, I mean, there's always Misty who legitimately does love stealing.
Literal one personality trait.
3 ticks. That's a 6.
God, it just makes it so I'm less likely to spend the rest of my life on this clock.
All right, that puts you at 7 out of 12 for being the most tactical genius.
The unfortunate part is it's like it's maintaining a current level of tactical genius as opposed to becoming more tactical.
I think still objectively the most tactical genius of all the tactical geniuses, though.
I think I might be the only one. I guess there is an officer out there, but I don't know.
You're currently in the lead by default. Okay. Dani got 2 ticks left on the clock to raise support against Sunspot and secure a drive tick.
Kind of not looking forward to this one. Basel, I would like your help a little bit. Again, Misty was telling me about, you were talking about Zen or something. He was kind of confused, but could you, take me through a couple of exercises? I have something to do and I want my emotions down.
So the first thing you want to do is calm down and find a calming activity. And the thing that I like to do...
You can just say jerk off, it's fine.
No, I was...
Say that. Well, Dani just told on herself.
I do requisition fraud as a fun thing to do. Why do you think we've got all this cool shit? We're not supposed to have all this stuff.
It's called redistribution.
Yeah, redistribution. That's what the narrator said.
Yeah, I don't think this is helpful for what Dani needs, but it's helpful in that, okay, my squad mate is trying to help me out, and that makes me feel better.
But if you want actual mindfulness or whatever, what's it look like when you win? Right? What's the world going to be like? What's that dream?
Basel teaching Dani how to manifest.
There's this thing called a manifestation board, and if you... She explains the secret to her.
Stupid.
I guess I have to figure out what that means, and then think on that. But that is some really good advice, actually. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Basil spitting the secret knowledge from an ancient holocron that contained every episode of Oprah.
Oh, God.
Okay. Dani's going to bed, and Dani is gonna jerk off, and then she's gonna dream. It just helps you sleep.
You don't have to justify yourself to me.
And then
she has a dream, and it is a directed dream.
where is this taking place in the dreamscape?
She wants a neutral location, but that's not how this shit works. She is in the kitchen of a military-issued apartment. It's morning, and there's soft light being diffused through the curtains, and it smells like home. This is the apartment where Zach and Dani lived together after they got back together for the third time, and he is there, like the actual him, or the dream him.
The actual him dreaming also.
Yeah. And for the context of this, communication in dreams and communication specifically with Zach, a lot of it is like, for the purposes of recording, it's going to be through speech, but a lot of it is like a mixture of speech and memory and images and everything, and it's all just cobbled together. And I think throughout the conversation, their faces and bodies shift throughout the 30 years that they've known each other, depending on, what they're thinking about at the time. Good evening, Zach.
Yeah, I guess it is a good evening, huh?
I think you know why I'm here. But to clarify, Sunspot is going down. I'm here to see what the rat's going to do.
Well, I guess I should have known you weren't done twisting the knife.
She looks embarrassed about that, but I guess that's not the best way of approaching this. But I think you know my thoughts on how you've been behaving. I think I've made that pretty clear. Oh, also, I just wanted to clarify. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Earlier, the first session, I said that they've been broken up for 5 years. I didn't know the timeline very well. I think they've been broken up 3 years when they got back together for the 4th time.
The 4th time?
They're awful. When they got back together for the 4th time, it was because her last parent died and she was in kind of a crisis mode and didn't know what the fuck gave her entire life away for, and went back to him. And it was just good. It was good. They were doing well together. They were doing propaganda. And then Sunspot reopened. And Zach was willing to shill for it. And Dani wasn't. And Dani left and got put on shit detail on Hestiel.
It was a healthy relationship. We were doing propaganda.
We're doing propaganda together. We're doing it together. But yeah, sorry. I wanted to establish that. And I chose an inopportune time. I'm sorry. What were you saying? I mean, maybe Dani's thinking that, and that's part of the conversation.
Well, right now, the rat is in hiding because somebody stole my face and killed Bria. I don't know what I'm gonna do, Dani. He is scared.
Oh. I know the answer, but I'm going to ask. It wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me.
I know.
I was comfortable. I was trying to get you to be comfortable with me again.
I know. And I've seen the footage, and I mean, it's not your voice, and it doesn't, you don't have to know someone as much as I know you to the mannerisms off. Like it's not you. And I think Dave's going to say, and probably transmitted, that like, you can get out of this, but Dani doesn't want that to have a conversation. You can take this opportunity, since you can't go back to what it was. You can take this opportunity to throw your weight on my side.
You can take this opportunity to just leave with me. You don't have to keep fighting your whole life. I don't plan to.
It legitimately did not occur to Dani for her to quote-unquote die in the mission. And then what happens to Sunspot?
This is where I get to say something that turns Dani back on. The dreams shifted to a different time now. You're a bit older, and I'm gonna say on the tiny little patio attached to this apartment, sitting on your lawn chairs, looking at the sky, the clouds. It's peaceful, it's warm, it's comfortable. And he says, if I've got you, I don't care what Sunspot does.
Well, that's always been the problem, hasn't it? You don't care about anyone else in this whole goddamn universe except for you. And when I'm an extension of you, me.
You want to roll whatever you're going to roll here to see what effect this might have.
Yes, I shall. This seems like a sway. I'm going to use my spark to push myself to understand him.
You have rolled a 5.
Got a 5. So I complete my project.
That does complete your project. Will have an effect on him in the future. Before the dream ends, he's standing at the door to leave the apartment in his uniform, and he looks back and he says, I'll prove to you that I care. And then...
Zach, wait. Wait, no. Zach, no. Wait. You can't say that shit.
The disastrous result of texting your ex, as always happens.
You've been cursed with getting what you asked for.
Okay. I also, last session, I filled my belief clock with Zach, and so I had to ask a question about him. I had the belief of he isn't ever going to let me go. Hey, is that true or not?
You can just ask him directly.
I think that, fear flashes in her brain, and he's able to,
You know I can't live without you. You're my heart. And now I'll prove to you that I care. Door open, close, dream over.
Oh, okay. I was going, sorry. I was going to say something to say my new belief of him, but, what? It's okay. It's a very uncomfortable scene. I think that we're both not happy to be here. Yeah, I think, you know what? She doesn't say it, but she thinks it. Because I can't think of how to say it in context, but I think she does think at him that, when I'm with you, I am very happy. But I don't have a choice. And I am not myself. And so my new belief is he will be the end of me if I let him. And that has many different interpretations.
Okay, so, Misty, I've heard some tippy-tap typing over there. I don't know if you were plotting out.
Sorry, no, that was unrelated.
No, I'm just playing.
Yes,
He's
I'm
playing World of
Spacecraft,
yeah.
Okay, so long-term project for Drive Clock involving pulling together papers, transponders, serials, whatever's needed to make the FOOD mech seem legitimate. I also decided that FOOD stands for FOOD over other desires. It's a recursive acronym.
Okay.
And then what's the other FOOD stand for?
It stands for FOOD over other desires.
Keeps going forever.
Oh, it's recursive. I see.
They cry my name, Ouroboros.
I would love to help you with this. Dani's got a lot of study. She can fill out a form like no one's business.
There's nothing small about my business.
Didn't Dani become a small business owner like
in the first downtime? Yeah.
None of that's going to me. I haven't been pocketing away the money I should have been. God damn it.
Okay, we're forging paperwork.
We can use our artist tools. We can put glitter on it.
So roll your study, add 1 die for the assistants.
How can I use something besides study?
You can spend 2 stress.
Ooh,
can.
I'm a little in stress. I'll do that. Oh yeah, I think I have an ability for that, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have.
I had forgotten about that one. We're going to prowl our way into some credentials. Just steal them like everything else.
Yeah.
Dani likes petty theft, right?
Oh, Dani likes petty theft.
All right, and then I add 1 because you're assisting.
Dani distracting some hapless clerk at the fucking DFS frontline base while everybody's out fighting the giant Avi. And y'all show up and they're like, we have some, we got some, like, well, we need like a food truck
I'm just
registration.
doing magic tricks.
You have rolled a 6, which puts you halfway through the six-step climb. Basil, what you up to?
I know I said that I'd continue helping Hex finish out the thing, but you know what? I feel like I'm compelled to help with FOOD over other desires.
You also, there's nothing for you to help.
That's so true. And so, petty theft for credentials.
I mean, let's be honest. They desperately need a person who's an actual engineer.
Oh, engineering? Okay. I'll do that. I'll listen. I'll just change, engineer some transponders, change out what IDs that your thing broadcasts, etc. Fixing the IFF code. I'm going to roll engineered. Would you like to help me do this? Of course, yes.
No, I don't want to.
Wow, rude.
I will not help in my own benefit.
All right, well.
2 ticks. Spend a supply just to get it done, because you have
spend
to
that
anyway.
last supply. There we go.
That was the bump up, and that was the just do it.
I think that's a drive tick for you, right? Yeah.
That is a drive tick with
So
a
now
fully
you're-
legitimate food vendor, Avi, at your disposal now. As far as anybody who's going to be scanning it is concerned.
Yeah, of course. I don't do shoddy work.
I think I'm just gonna stay on the theft train, It's time to steal some stuff. And in this case, I need to steal, like, the materials for, like, having a base, some vehicles, stuff like that. And we need to make sure that, like, no one's coming after us for that, so...
I would love to assist you on this
Gonna
one.
prowl. Yeah, that's the thing you say now. 2 ticks. 3 ticks away. So I am
9 of
9.
12 now.
Should I just... I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
if
go
we want to
ahead
just
and
spend another one and roll
spend
again.
another supply
Yeah.
to get it. This is because the assassination was, like, twofold, right? Like, it was both... personally making someone pay for the shit that they've done. And 2, a test run of, like, this group moving as a 1. Especially since it's like I'm pulling from the 86 and I'm pulling a little bit from the Rangers. So, what is a small operation that we would do? The con is still... The robots did it, but the con is still around. We just go attack some outpost that is, like, occasionally running supplies to the big robot or whatever, and we just blow it up. This is a struggle as I am leading a sizable team into battle. I think because we're not necessarily trying to announce ourselves right now, we're wearing masks of just generic ones. We're not pulling out the cool ones yet. I think this is just my skirmish because I think if Basel said, "Oh, I think there's a way I can help you," this Hex would be like, "No. We're minimizing the amount of danger you're in." So that as to, we're already about to do something really big. You don't need to maybe get shot before we even go into the big mech.
Okay, you've rolled another 5. That's 2.
That's 2, and then I spin one more supply to fill it out.
We did it! Yay!
We did it! I'm so happy.
So how many dice did we roll for entanglements last mission? 4 dice. So I'm about to make a new entanglement roll.
6 is good, right?
During this operation, Hex, a building near you takes a hit from the Goliath. Just a stray shot. Fires across the zone. Please roll tier.
What does this do? Okay, just
On 1 to 3, you'll take level 2 harm. 4 to 5, no problem. On 6, you gain XP.
on a 6 I gain XP.
All right. Yep. You've gained 1 prowess or expertise
Great, cool.
XP.
Okay, sure.
As you dodge the falling debris.
Dani, is there another action you're taking?
You can come with me on my action.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Oh, I'm bullying a nerd.
Bullying a nerd. My favorite downtime activity.
Yeah.
I just dodged a building. I'm so ready to punch someone.
No. I need you to pull back a little bit, Hex. I'm going to go to Curse. Part of the reason why we had legislative in between downtime is we were supposed to use it to prepare us for our mission. I'm going to get us someone who knows how to interface good. So I guess I'm going to go to Curse. I'm going to use... I think first I'm going to do a tarot reading to see what type of person I should go towards. And then I'm going to find a little nerd girl on their computer who is super into... Fuck it, you know what? Someone who is into fucking bright shining stars.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
going to pull up on them and say, would you like to help actually do something for the DFS?
A Hex says out loud, "Oh, this is rancid."
Not helpful. Yeah, so who is my weakest target? I find it through my tier. Whatever. Okay, we get a level 3. Gonna get a level 3 hacker for the next mission.
It's a very funny thing here of Hex being oh, I guess it's good to have some assistance.
Dani wants assistance that she can count on. Does not trust your ass. Literally in her beliefs.
There's no rip here. Trust, yeah, getting a civilian is always a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how we all started.
I don't have a name. We do have art for her here in her bright blue cosplay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Complete with cool goggles.
We're all getting got trying to make sure this person doesn't fucking die.
Can I suggest a name?
Absolutely.
Extant Thalia?
Yeah. How do you spell that?
The word extant, and then last name Thalia.
Yeah, I'll come up with her edges and
The
other part.
flaws. Yeah.
edges and flaws. And I'll do the same for Rex. Do we know what Rex's expertise is?
Heavy weapons. Big. Yeah, his expertise is big, honestly.
Flaws the suit jacks him off.
That's an edge, if anything. Come on.
Anyway, I guess this conversation happens while we're walking back. It's good to see that you're.
Oh yeah, I'm coping real well right now.
It's not about coping. Don't be stupid. It's
Nobody's ever coped.
No, I just mean that it's good to know that there's at least anyone trying to stop Sunspot and everything they've done. It would have been hard knowing that me and some other people might be the only ones.
She kind of looks at you side-eyed at that. What have you been doing exactly?
Putting a group together. After this mission, I am heading out, and I'm going to be trying to rip out the rotten parts of I'm trying. They wouldn't say factions in fiction, right? I don't know what to call them other than, I don't want to say states, even though that's literally what they are. I have to just say empires, because they're both empires. It's ripping the rotten parts out of the empires. Didn't think I would get to this point, but I have spent the entirety of this fucking nightmare and gestures at broadly the con ripping apart my home. It would have been better if they just leveled it to the ground. At least we could have rebuilt it. But this is worse. I'm going to do something about it. I don't think I have much of that, but it's, I guess I'll keep an eye out. If we see each other on opposite sides.
She smiles and says, keeping an eye out to do what? Hex.
Help each other. There isn't really anyone else doing that a lot for people like us. If you need any help in the future, you should look for someone named Thonic, not Hex. That's not who I am anymore. They nod and once again vanish into thin air.
Wanted to
they
set
love
up so
to
that
do
we both have different call signs. But okay, goodbye.
Wait, okay. You can. I love it. I love it. Love to have a session where two different people are interacting with Dani and then sweep off before she can do the thing she's trying to do.
Look, we control the fiction in these characters, so.
Look, we love dramatic exits. I get it. it's necessary for us as kids.
I think the adjustment is they start to turn it on and they've stopped, they've both stopped walking and they're looking at you as you're watching them vanish, and they just say should I still look for DNI? And I'm out there.
Oh, fuck it. You can call me Eclipse.
Let's go. We both chose edgy names.
We're so edgy. Look, new year, new me.
Mm-hmm.
This year's gonna be my year.
New treachery, new me.
Okay. And then poor little Extant is there what's going on?
just watching a Metal Gear scene happen in front of her.
I'd assumed she was I'll go get my stuff.
Yeah.
She saw the adults were having a conversation and was ooh,
this does not
I
concern
be
me. I think at this point I can just say, does anyone else have any more downtime activities planned?
Did we intend to maybe finish out these 2 drive clocks that are almost fully complete? Or have we been miscounting? For Hex and Misty...
I mean, we don't really need to do it right now. We can... if we just do something that, like, the mission... during the mission that will hit them, they're done. So... Which
Misty might just
me.
get another tick at the end of this downtime. Because on account of him just stealing shit all the time.
What about the long-term projects we have floating?
The
Which
cancel Zach
ones?
Richardson, I think, is moot.
That just basically happened.
And then,
Well,
you know.
yeah, but if we complete it, then functionally something will happen in the game that we get to decide. We can make money moves.
We kind of got what we wanted already, and I don't. And unless like there's if we want to stick to hard mechanical moves, what is the hard mechanical outcome of that clock completing?
Well, do you have an idea of what might fill up that clock?
Oh, no. No, Dani's not interested in that clock. I was just asking because it was sitting
Really,
there.
honestly, I think the hard mechanical effect of that would just be he's not DFS anymore, which affects Dani's epilogue, but mechanically not a lot else.
do you care about that?
I think it would also probably hurt Blue Sky.
Misty probably feels like Hex said, that's taking care of. Dani took care of it herself, so why pursue it at this point?
The only other hanging clock we have is a programs clock that I abandoned eons ago. When I realized, I don't really need programs. When I made my thing fine, I was like, I don't need these.
Okay, I have a pitch. We have 4 personnel. Why don't we all just take a level in training on something?
I'm gonna do prowess training.
I'm also going to do prowess training.
I think I'm going to do insight training. Trying to get a better resist roll.
Consulting the crystals while everyone's on the jungle gym.
Oh, yeah. I'm pondering the orb.
Okay. Misty, go ahead and make your something on the side roll. Okay. Misty, you've rolled a 5, which is over a 4.
It's a full drive clock.
Which means that you've once again successfully engaged in stealing some shit. Put that last tick in that drive clock.
It is done.
Misty's back, baby.
I am really glad about that, but I had to say I'm incredibly deflated because I spent my whole downtime trying to get a drive clock that you no longer need.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing about the, like... I think you were jokingly referred to Misty as a hero when he spent that clock. The thing is, it's like...
No, I was not jokingly referring to it. I feel like as a player, that was a really big sacrifice. And
it wasn't because of something on the side. Because it happened at just the right time for it that he could easily generate.
You were expecting Chad to remember that he has that.
That's why Hadrian's here. Hadrian's his memory.
Yeah, but I'm saying Chad is a hero because he didn't know. But how is he supposed to know what he has at any given time?
He's just
Hero.
Mind like a
Hero.
sieve.
confused old man.
I rely on my external memory.
Any wrap up?
Kids at home listening, make sure you conspire for fun and profit in all your tabletop games. It makes you happier. It makes the rest of your players happier. And, it just allows you to tell a narrative story more cohesively if you're all on the same page and you just decide what do we want to see, what do we not want to see, and where do we think we're going.
I think the moral is to jerk off before you
The
go to
moral is
bed.
also to jerk off before you go to bed. That's so true.
Good time to end this.
As this downtime comes to a close, we will have the squad's gear up montage as you all get ready to make your way inside the Goliath and activate its self-destruct mechanism to save this fucking city and hopefully yourselves.
Thanks for listening to CalazCon. This episode was edited by ScienceBird. You can find them on Twitter as @Vetero. That's VETARO. Sound balancing for this episode was done by Christine Blight. You can reach her for voice acting at cvblight@gmail.com. The show's music is by Devin Nelson. You can find them on all social media at Devin Decibel. If you'd like to support CalazCon, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/CalazCon. Please tell your friends about the show too. Remember, all glory to Calazar.